Hello again and welcome to another episode of I Want to Talk About This Album. And today I'm going to mix it up a little bit. You know, usually I'm pretty much a metal guy, hard rock kind of guy. There are some exceptions, and today is one of those exceptions. I'm going to talk about Ice-T. Yes, not Body Count, but actual Ice-T Power, or as he calls the album, Power. And I think it was maybe about 2 years ago before I rebranded this series as I Want to Talk About This Album, when it was originally called I Love This Album. I did OG, Original Gangsta, or Gangster. I don't know if he says Gangster or Gangsta. But I did that one, and I love that album. I'm a big Ice-T fan, and I love this record. I've got it here. Power, or Power. There it is. I'm a big Ice-T fan. For me, I bought the first six, and I don't know what happened to Ice-T after that. I know he became, I guess, known more as an actor than a singer or a rapper. But I had Ryan Pays, which was his first album, which I never got into too much. And then this was his second. That was 87. This Power was 88. This was the first one that I got. I had Ryan Pays, but I went back and got it later after I got Power. And 89 was The Iceberg, Freedom of Speech, Just Watch What You Say. After that was OG, Original Gangsta. And that was 91 or 92, around there. 93 was Home Invasion. Next, 94, 95 was Ice-T 6, I think, The Return of the Real. That was the last Ice-T record I got. For me, Ryan Pays, never got into it too much. Return of the Real, never got into it too much. But the four in between, yeah, Home Invasion, not quite, but this one, Power, Iceberg, Freedom of Speech, But Watch What You Say, and OG, Original Gangster are classics. That run of three albums, I would almost put that up against the three, maybe I'm exaggerating. I was going to say, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All, or Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, and Power Slave, or something like that. Maybe not quite that good, but I really, really love. And I'm not a big rap fan. I really, really also love Public Enemy, who I may talk about in a future episode. And there were a few that I liked over the years. I liked the NWA, Straight Outta Compton. But I wasn't like in the rap community. Definitely, but there were some great ones. Beastie Boys, I did Paul's Boutique with my brother. I think that was about 3 years ago. That was one of the early ones I did. So I do have some history with rap. And so I'm going to talk about Power today. And I do have a history with Ice-T. And I did see him once, and I have my ticket here. There it is. This was so strange. This was in Guelph, Ontario. Guelph is such a small town, about an hour west of Toronto, where really very, very few acts play, especially international acts. But Ice-T did play here, and I remember this was on, Thursday, November 26th. This was American Thanksgiving. I remember that because there's a line on a song on Home Invasion. Was it? No, not Home Invasion. On OG, Original Gangster, that Ice-T says, I don't celebrate bullshit Thanksgiving. And I think it was DJ Evil E that night. I was kind of made a joke about that. So this show was on November 26, 1992. And man, I loved and still loved Ice-T. Like I said, I've lost track of him kind of over the years. But when I listen to his records now, I still love them. Except there's a few goofy things looking back on it now about Ice-T that I will maybe talk about a little bit when I get to the track by track. But for me, this kind of music, it was, obviously not. I was going to say it was very attractive to me, very appealing to me. As a metal fan, I'm not sure why. I mean, it didn't sound like metal, obviously, but it had that same kind of fuck you attitude, and it was kind of tough and a little bit maybe not accepted by the mainstream. I would say like Ice-T, Public Enemy, maybe NWA. Those guys were more like thrash metal, and then LL Cool J, and I don't know who else. DJ Jazzy Jeff, things like that. Those guys were more like the hair metal. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but that's what I think. I think this kind of gangster rap or street rap, whatever it's called, was a little bit more, for me, definitely was much more appealing. And I found some parallels between the two. And my brother, he was a big rap fan. And it's kind of funny because my brother's not really a music fan at all, nor my sister. I was the big music fan of the family, but my brother did like rap, and I kind of get into a little bit from him. I don't know if I heard Ice-T from my brother or not. Beastie Boys, I think I kind of did, although I think everybody knew Beastie Boys around that time, 86, when License to Ill was out. So that's my kind of brief history with Ice-T, and I'll go through it track by track now here, or here now. And there it is. So it's got the hype sticker there. And I have to say too, also, man, I love this album cover. Look at that. It's got Ice in the middle and DJ Evil E here. And I think this is, what was this her name? Darlene or something? I think it was Ice-T's girlfriend at the time. I think it's a great album cover. Just the, plain white background. It's got the power, the cool font there. And then if you turn it around, it's, you can see Ice-T, he's holding something behind his back. What is it? It's a big, that's a gun, some kind of gun. I don't know if it's an AK or an AR or a BK or a CD or what it is, but it's a big gun, and he's obscuring it, and DJ Evil E has got his here by his legs so as not to show you that he's carrying it. I don't know why she, whatever her name is, I should have checked that. I think it's Darlene, but no, it's not Darlene. I don't know even why I think it's Darlene. But I don't know why she was the one showing the gun on the front and the back, and the two guys. Maybe it was like a empowerment of women, that the women have the power? I really don't know. Anyway, the hype sticker says this is hip hop at 50. Ice-T 35th anniversary. So this came out in 1988. So this version came out in 2023. Is that right? 35th anniversary of the platinum selling sophomore album. That means the second one. Co-produced by Ice-T and Africa Islam. Includes, I don't know about this, includes legendary singles. Okay. I'm Your Pusher and High Rollers. Unlimited Ice Cold Gold colored vinyl. All right. So there it is. I'll open it up, and I love this album. I really, really enjoyed it. I listened to it 3 times in the last couple of days. I really got into it, and I'm you know what? It's kind of weird for me to talk about rap, I guess, because I can't talk about rap the way that I talk about metal, and sometimes I'm not even very good at talking about metal. Even I talked the other day about or 3 episodes ago about South of Heaven by Slayer. And man, I've been listening to that album. That also came out in 1988. And I blew it. I got distracted in that, but I didn't know what to say. Sometimes it's easier to talk about records that are kind of new to me. So other than that, I think this one will be a lot of, I'm going to be reciting the lyrics a lot. I know this album very, very well. And to me, it's very fun. And I'm not a singer, as evidenced by, I think the last video that I did was the Kiss Reason to Live by request from Mr. Randy, and I sang along. I lip synced with the choruses, with the choruses, but I did sing the verses. And I love to sing, even though I'm not good at it, and I really, really love to rap. It's just very fun to get that kind of that cadence and the rhythm of rap going. All right, so let's see here. And I did have this originally on vinyl back in I guess it was 88. This came out at some point in 88. I don't know what month it came out, but I did have it. Man, that's a lot of lyrics. This is great. This is, let me see what the gold, I'm all over what the gold looks like. I'm not sure if I would call that gold. It looks cool, but it's, what did I see? Cadaver. I did Cadaver Berlin about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. That was gold. This is more like a creamy yellow, I would call it. And it's on Sire Records. And it's got the lyrics. I can't get this back in the sleeve. Dead time here. Oh! They gotta do a better job of, you shouldn't have to struggle with this to get it back in, no? Alright, so it's got lots of lyrics. Look at that, both sides. And there's a picture of Ice-T and some side titty there. That's kind of nice. All right, so the first track is Power. And then this is a very just like with metal. Maybe that's why I like this too. The first song is very energetic and upbeat, and it gets you kind of gets your attention, it gets you moving. I'm living large as possible, posse unstoppable, style topical, vividly optical. Listen, you'll see him. Sometimes I'll be him. Cops, critics, and punks never ever want to see me in power. Well, that's too bad. Apocalypse Now. I'm back and you're mad. We're coming. You're running. Cold cunning. Ice-T on the mic. Top gunning. Checking your neck. Making you sweat. Checking your neck. Making you sweat. What is it? After your neck. Checking respect. Rhyme. Making you sweat. Rhyme. Syndicate. Boy in effect. The rap motivator. Teacher. Talker. Night rhyme. Stalker. And we're the author. The rap motivator, teacher, talker, night rhyme, stalker, words thrilling, so they're chilling. One hit, the hit author, getting louder than a shotgun. You don't want none. Rhyme Pays was the name of the album, but that was number 1. This is number 2. The posse grew. We're gonna break through. Power. Somebody, line up the suckers who refuse to understand the truth. Type the punks who refuse to understand the youth. Recognize the youth. My posse's growing and it's getting larger every day. Detroit, Chi-Town, Pittsburgh, Houston, LA. Come on, toys. You know the law? No. Come on, let's play. Why do I say you know the law? Let's circle the calendar, perpetrator, doomsday. Ice-T, fool, man of my own, full grown. I cause havoc when I reek up on the microphone. I'm outspoken, no joking. Get in my face, your jaw will get broken. Laying it, saying it. Then you're spraying it. Lyrics so heavy that you might try weighing it. Hated by man, but I hate him back. Loved by troopers who know where it's at. You might like me, but might think I'm whack. But don't step to me because the boys stay strapped. I'm taking no shorts. I'm hating no courts. I'm hating the judges. Punk DAs with the personal grudges. I hate the clubs that think with their butts. No hats, jeans, sneakers, no what, no beepers, no gold. You'll kiss my ass. Wait and see who gets the last laugh. We'll have the power. Power. It starts with P like pussy. She knows she got it. She doesn't worry, does she? Spending your cash, leaving you in the trash. While your little head's thinking they're gone on a dash. They got it, know it. That's how they show it. The power of sex, if man could overthrow it, he'd be king in a day. No way, we get rich, hard, give it away. You're weak, and as we speak, the girls are hawking, sizing me up straight out as I'm talking. You gotta have control if you want the gold. I don't wanna be alone like Stallone. So I keep my mind thinking about the green and stop dwelling on the in-between. I got the power. I blew it a couple of times there, but that's just really, really fun to Oh, there's a lot more here too. I'm on a mission, macking hard as a camera. I'm on a mission, macking hard as a hammer. You take my picture, I might take your camera. A fool's move could be my posse might grow and they move fast. A fool's move could be a punk's last. Ain't no criminal, although I used to be. Ain't no new jack rapping, ain't new to me. I've been making records on wax since 1982. Now it's 1988. Finally, I'm coming through. That adds up to 6 years of making okay jams, but now I'm mad. Here comes the body slam. Turning out concerts, housing the industry, loving all the fly girls screaming for Ice-T, rolling with the syndicate, my unstoppable battalion, 38 solid gold, my medallion, gaining velocity, momentum, and energy, Ice capital T, boy, I got the power. More, so you say that I'm a fake think you really must be a fool. I've been in jail more times than you, probably been in school, shot at, shot back, hit and see my buddies killed. That's the foundation upon the raps that Ice-T are built. Money, I say what I think the system does think. Money you walk, you're sure to writing from the clink. You're short, you're writing from the clink. Come on, what's up? You know the laws are full of bull. Prey on the lame, release those with full power. You know you want to try it, well check it out, money can buy it. Control and mold the world to do your wishing. The knowledge of power is mine, so just listen. Money controls the world and that's it. And once you got it, then you can talk shit. What a great song that is. Man, I'll put that up against anything by whatever band that I like or that you think I like. That's up there with any of them. Powers. Oh, and I forgot. I was so focused on talking about power. And I could do this with almost every song on this album. I'm not going to. I'll try to control myself. I forgot, there's an intro on here too. They're kind of an intro and an outro, and they're kind of bookends. And he did this, Ice-T always had this. kind of a little bit goofy. I mentioned that earlier. There are a few things now that are kind of a little bit silly, kind of goofy. So the intro, it's, Ice-T had, he did this thing, and maybe other rappers did too. Ice-T did it for sure, where he would have kind of conversations with himself. He would do kind of characters. So it'd be like this Ice-T and this Ice-T, and he would change the voices, and they were supposed to be like talking to each other. And the intro of Powa, the album, is a guy who's yo man, I got the new Ice-T album, man, look at this, so good. And then Ice-T, who's playing the other character, they start talking about that. Then they start arguing over, how they got it or who got it. And then one of them gets shot, and you hear him moaning and oh shit, homeboy got shot, man. And that's Ice-T talking about himself being shot as another character. And I better call the paramedics, man. And then supposedly he stole the guy's tape, and he says, but first I want to listen to this album. He's talking about Powa. And then the outro kind of extends that. I'll get to that. I'm jacked! Sorry. Next is Drama. Cruising for a bruise and I'm taking no crap. Pipe bomb in my trunk, got a 9 in my lap. I'm laying for a spraying. Tonight there's no plan, my posse's most strapped. Tonight the crew's weighing. Dust is burning, the steering wheel's turning. I'm out a week, I'm already earning. Suckers crossed. Tonight's their loss. Payback time, boy, life's the cost. Gauges out the window, one lay across the roof. They all die if them suckers ain't bulletproof. I'm rolling, death tolling. Of course the car's stolen, but I'm blind to what's wrong. All I want is what's golden? Yeah, a fool in a fight, too damn dumb to road. A fool in a fight, too damn dumb to know right. Fucking blue lights, reading the rights, Drama. And I love this song too. It's got a great kind of a funky bass, which is obviously sampled, I guess, obviously from something. I guess back then these records didn't credit where the samples came from. I think now you have to do that, and I'm sure it's very, very much more expensive to do that now to get clearance to use these songs. But I guess back then it was okay, and I don't know. No, sorry, that's another song. That I don't know where that bass comes. Maybe it is a real bass. I don't know. Captain Alias bailed out in an hour or less. I keep a bank for that. Don't know about the rest. Copped another piece, hit the dark streets. Rolling once again. Fuck the damn police. Called up my boy Joe, a roof job pro. 459 on his line car stereo. I don't know what a 459 is. I guess it's some California penal code thing. A 502. I know all this from music. Megadeth had 502, which was drunk driving. Van Halen had 5150, which was a person who was insane or criminally insane, something like that. Anyway, so I don't know what a 459 is. Probably a armed robbery, maybe, or a break and enter. I don't know. But yeah, Drama, man. These first two songs, Power and Drama, are amazing. Next is Heartbeat. Once again, my friends, it's time to rock it till the party ends. Rhyming with time and Ezekiel E lets the record spin. I'm going to try to control myself. Yeah, it's this one that sounds like, to me, LL Cool J had a song on Walking with the Panther, which came out in 1989, the year after this, called Clap Your Hands. Clap your hands, everybody. And everybody just clap your hands. To me, that reminds me of Heartbeat. Yeah, but that's a good song too. I gotta get through the rest of these songs. Next is this right? Is this in the right order? Ray's Radio Suckers next. I know there is one miss. I don't know why the lyrics are not here for. The Syndicate is next. Maybe I should look at this. Okay, so yeah, Heartbeat was next. So now the Syndicate. For some reason, there's no lyrics for the Syndicate. This was another thing that Ice-T would do, I guess, on future albums, where he got all his boys to kind of rap, and it was like a big group thing. Donald D, Henry G, Evil E, all these guys. I don't know about Evil E, but definitely Donald D is on the Syndicate, and Hen G, I think, is also on here. And there's now they have this. It's so stupid rap now that the diss tracks or these rappers fight with each other. There were a couple of LL Cool J disses on this album. I think the Syndicate had one. Maybe I'm missing one already. But the Syndicate, somebody, I don't know if it's Ice-T or Henry G or Donald D. Donald D, one of them says something like, how many, you say you're the world's greatest rapper, how many times can you say that you're deaf on an album, which I guess was referencing the first LL Cool J album. But that's kind of the, and there's another one, what's the song, there's another, it's on, coming up. Two more songs. And then there's another, more blatant, I think, LL Cool J. Nothing came out. Another LL Cool J diss. All right, so next is Radio Suckers Never Play Me. Good song too. This one is, I think, for me, is a little bit more serious. Is this one a Public Enemy sample? I think, yeah, that was from, what was that from? Radio Suckers Never Play Me. That's from something from Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Good song too, a little bit more hardcore, I think, than, I think Heartbeat is a little, and Syndicate are a little bit more, no, I don't know what I'm talking about, forget it. So that was Radio Suckers, not too much to say about that. Next is I'm Your Pusher. Now this is one that I mentioned a few seconds ago. There's a very obvious LL Cool J diss here. There's in the middle part of the song, and there's a great I'm your mama, I'm your daddy. Not rapping, but the singing in the chorus. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? I'm just, man, it's the lyrics. What do you want? And I love it. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your brother when you need a true player to MC. I'm missing something there. You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, thick and thin, MC Ice-T, I'm your pusher. That's a great song, but the diss, the LL Cool J diss on this is in the middle of part of the song. There's one of these things where, again, Ice-T is having this, argument with himself as another character, and pusher being, instead of I'm your pusher, is not a drug pusher, it's a music pusher, a guy who's, trying to promote music to other people. So the guy who wants the product comes to Ice-T, who has the product being rap music. And what's wrong with my throat today? And Ice-T is saying, I got some Eric B and Rakim, and the guy, oh yeah, I need that, and I got some Kool Moe Dee for you. Oh boy, oh shit, yeah, give me that. And I got some, what else does he say? Some Grandmaster Flash, I know. And then he says, I got some of that LL Cool J for you. And the guy says, nah, you can keep that. I don't want that. So that's a big diss on LL Cool J. I think they solved their beef sometime later. I think Mike Tyson was some, I don't know if he was also in on that. Mike Tyson somehow got between Ice-T and LL. Ladies love Cool J. Next after I'm Your Pusher is Personal. Now this is cool. This has maybe the one sample that I do know. This has a sample of the guitars on there. Do This. That's Ice-T's introduction to Personal. And the riff from Magic Man by Heart. It kind of drives through the song. A little bit of the solo from Magic Man is in there. Personal is a good song too. It's some credits here for programming. Personal was programmed by Bilal Bashir. I don't know. All right. So, and how did that one start? MC's No Time, It's Time to Rhyme. Yeah, okay. Next is Girls LGB, not anything else, not LGBTQ. This is LGBNAF, which stands for Girls Let's Get Butt Naked and Fuck. This was another, not directly an LL Cool J diss, or at least maybe not blatantly. This, I guess, was done. LL Cool J had a song called, was it I Need Love? Very mellow. Yeah, I think it was I Need Love from his first album. That was a very mellow, kind of if rap can have ballads, this LL Cool J song was kind of like a ballad, I Need Love. and Ice-T. It's kind of like how, again, as I said, these guys are like the thrash metal guys talking shit about the hair metal guys who are kind of soft pussies and, you know, playing music for girls and women, and Ice-T was more, and Public Enemy and, you know, NWA were more hardcore. And so he wrote this, I guess, as a, I guess like a fuck you to LL Cool J, saying, if you're going to write those songs about, you know, ballads, I'm going to be more overtly, I don't know what, sexist, and write a song called Girls Let's Get Butt Naked and Fuck. 1 2 1 2 2 3. I'm the MC called Ice-T. That's DJ Evil E. Word. Islam creates the beats. Dope beats. You girls look so sexy. I wish you were all up here. I wish you all were up here with me. You drive me crazy with those big old butts, girl. Let's get butt naked and fuck. Tonight, I want to make this real clear, dear. I've no time to whisper in your ear. No time to remove your fears. I just want to get near. Get butt naked and roll around. Move our bodies like up and down. Do that stuff that your mama calls smut, girl. Let's get butt naked and fuck. Come on, you know you want to do it. You know you want to do it too. It's good to me. It's good for me and it's good for you. I only speak what's true. You say you don't, but I know you do. Come on up to my room. We'll undress by the light of the moon. Lay down and I'll caress that butt, girl. Let's get butt naked and fuck. I mean, real stupid and nasty. Nasty! I know what you want, so you don't have to ask me. Just lay back and I'll operate. Jim Broski, we could replace that with Dan Bowski. Dan Bowski will go to work and penetrate. And then we'll both feel great. Make your move tonight, girl. Don't hesitate. We both want it. Don't make it tough. And girls, let's get butt naked and tough. Let's get butt naked and fuck. Homeboys, you know the situation. You're trying to rap, but they give you frustration. Nose in the air, turning you down when you really want to say, yo, baby, let's get down. But you don't. You keep fronting, kicking conversation. You talk about nothing. When all that's really on our mind is, what? Yo, baby, let's get butt naked and fuck. I love that song, too. Imagine hearing this song when I guess I was 18 when this song came out. I just thought it was the best. And back then, Two Live Crew had Me So Horny, and We Want Some Pussy. And, this music was very, as I said, it was, just like thrash metal was extreme for violence and Satanism and things like that. This music was kind of extreme for things like, let's get butt naked and fuck. A couple more, is that right? Yeah, three more. High Rollers, Speed of Life, Fast. It's like walking barefoot over broken glass. That's a long one. I don't know all that. And I'm getting tired of it myself. I can only imagine is Mike Pratt even watching this? There's no way he's watching this at this point. But yeah, High Rollers, it's a good song. Next is Grand Larceny. This is Grand Larceny. This is one, I never really got into this one too much, mercifully for you. So I'm not going to be singing the lyrics too much, but I do like Grand Larceny. Next is Soul on Ice. This is a great song. This is one, I don't know it very well, but I love it, man. It's so great. It's kind of a spoken word thing. It's kind of Ice narrating, I call him Ice. That's what I call it. It's Ice-T narrating. He's kind of telling a story. All these rap, especially the gangster rap guys, they tell stories about how much money they have, and there's something there's no lyrics here to Soul on Ice. No, talking about he has a Porsche, but the other rapper is his friend. Somebody has a Testarossa, a Ferrari Testarossa, which costs 3 times as much, and that's a cool song. That sounds like a very 70s kind of funk soul song, Soul on Ice. And that's it, except for the outro, and the outro kind of brings it back around like the intro. So remember in the intro, you had the guy who got shot because they were arguing over listening, to the new Ice-T tape, which was this, and then the guy says, "Oh, I'm going to call the paramedics, but let me listen to this album first." And so I guess the idea is you're listening to the album along with him. And then so Soul on Ice finishes, and Ice-T comes back and he says, "Oh man, that shit was dope, man. That album was so..." Whatever he says. And then you hear the guy moaning, that was shot, and it's so stupid talking about this. And then Ice-T in the other character says, "Oh shit, man, I forgot all about Homeboy. Homeboy is lying here bleeding and shit, man. Oh, he's all fucked up. I better call the paramedic. Yeah, I'm gonna call the Well, maybe I'll listen to this tape one more time." And then I guess the idea is he liked it so much that he's gonna listen to it one more time while the guy, his homeboy, lies bleeding to death on the floor. I don't know what happened to the guy. I don't know if he died or not. That was not addressed on the Iceberg, freedom of speech. Just watch what you say. That was, so that's it for Power. That was a little bit strange for me to talk about a rap album. I'm not sure too much about what I'm supposed to say. I can't really talk about riffs or how much I love the drums or this is so heavy or something like that. So I think I compensated, maybe overcompensated by singing along or rapping along. But man, this album is fucking awesome. I really like it a lot. I really like all of Ice-T's music. I don't expect that anybody else who's watching this does, but I don't know, I was going to say it's your loss. It's not your loss. What do you care? But anyway, that's all. I like doing this. This is a little bit different instead of talking about metal. And next one, I don't know what I'm going to do next, but it'll probably be metal. I don't know, but all I know is that this is Ice-T Power.